you and me will look like we're in the 90s in some hip hop show. Hip hop, hibbity hop, lunch break. Poo, 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 poo.
That's right, I'm Jay.
And I'm Marie, hi.
And just like she said, this is lunch break. And today, we have another Reddit post to go over. We're gonna be reading from AskReddit. I found what I think is a pretty interesting, yet can be funny question depending on the answers we find. What will someday be illegal after we finally understand how bad for us it is?
Chips, potato chips.
No. Do we have to stop this show? Can you turn off the camera? I'm totally kidding. There's no one back there. I don't agree with you, Marie. I was gonna say maybe something AI related, like on a serious note, but
Will Smith and eating spaghetti.
Those videos should be outlawed.
Okay, what's the Redditors want to say about that?
Kids beauty pageants.
100% agree.
It's such a weird concept. I get contests, I get competition. Competition's good. Specifically trying to figure out which kid looks the best just kind of rides that line, that it kind of borders that kind of inappropriate,
Also, if we talk about this pageant specifically, is crazy because first, they make parents, mostly mothers, make their kids 4 years old, how much? 3 to 5 to 6?
I don't know how
really
young it goes, but it is really young. I don't know, 3.
And they make them look like adult women who suffer with addiction. So much makeup, high hair, bleached, and it's destroyed, fake teeth. To just smile, for all teeth be straight and bright. Okay. That's insane. Yeah, it's not okay. They all need a therapist after they all grow up.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I've seen I didn't even know if that was really still a thing that people do, and I guess maybe it is. I don't know. I don't, for good reason, don't follow kids' beauty pageants.
No.
But yeah, I didn't know they put fake teeth in kids' faces.
Just cancel it. Just no.
Hey, you want to go check out the kids' beauty? Allowing dementia patients to hold political office. In particular, if you're old enough to get required minimum withdrawals from your retirement accounts, then you shouldn't be in office. Those are designed to get people out of the workforce.
I think it must be some kind of a age gap that you can be in any position in an office, in a government, from this to this. Not younger, not older. Just specifically, we maybe exclude some people, but I think it's better than put 2 young people who don't care about older generation and 2 old people who don't care about younger generation and in general about anything. It must be some average range of ages that you can rule the country.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to sound ageist, but I definitely agree with being too old. I'm not going to point to any specific examples, but you could find examples of people who are pretty elderly, have trouble standing on their own 2 feet, have trouble during speeches and stuff like that. And it happens, we want everyone to be represented. I think that's fair to say. I think for me, it's more of a cognitive thing, right? If you could think on your own 2 feet and you can do what you're supposed to do and have conversations, I think that's what's most important. But unfortunately, the internet's a thing, right? Everyone records everything, you see everything online. And I've definitely seen a lot of examples of people who may be seen as quote unquote too old to hold office. There's definitely people who are sharp in their 80s, and that's great. Kind of like what you said, I like the idea of an age range. You can't be too young because you're not experienced enough, and you can't be too old because you might not care about those younger generations. If you're at a retirement age, I wouldn't necessarily be pushing to run for office, but that's also just me. But vote this channel as your favorite.
Also, it's can you imagine how awful it is being old, sick? Probably everything is hurts. Probably you sometimes don't understand where are you and what you're doing. And people put a stuff in your face and you just I don't know. Forget the names, forget the faces. Just let the people just relax a little bit. Just go and relax.
Well, it's also up to that politician to want to kind of do that, right?
Yes, of course.
Like a lot of times it's like, I don't want to release that power. I don't want to lose that power, the influence that I have while I have this office. So they'll keep rerunning, and there's no term limits, especially like for like Congress or Senate in America. So as long as you get elected, you can keep going.
Like, you can't hold it forever.
Okay, let's check this one out. Hey, quick interruption here. We just wanted to take some time to tell you about a short film that we worked on with our friend Francesca Escano of Escano Studios. It's called I Did, He Didn't. Marie was an assistant director for the film. And we wanted you guys to check it out and let us know what you think. It was a fun project to work on. We're glad that we took part in it. And we want to just kind of spread the knowledge, spread awareness of it. We have interests outside of lunch break. We want to get into making films as well. We want to just kind of spread what we did. So if you guys have the time, check out the description down below for the link to I Did, He Didn't.
And we promise you, we did.
We did. Now back to the show. Ads for medicine on TV. People be like, yeah, that kind of sounds like me, especially older people and maybe people with disabilities. Then they want to get on a medication they don't actually need.
I don't really understand, like, if you see the medicine on a TV and someone say like, oh, your knees are hurts. Like, usually it's for like older people. Your knees are hurts. You need this. I think it's not fair, but it's not fair towards people who don't need it, but it's commercial. It's the same if someone say like, oh, try this flavor of new chips. You don't need to eat chips.
Don't listen to her.
It's not healthy. It's okay if you want to eat these chips, but you can't turn around and say, hey, now I have whatever disease I have because I eat your chips. I don't need that chips, but you advertise me that. So it's on the people. Do I think it's illegal, or it could be illegal one day? Well, I agree. If it's became illegal, it's going to be probably to the better.
A big thing with those like medicine ads that you see like on like your news channels or just like your normal TV stations, it'll be like, ask your doctor about this particular medication. Side effects include dying, pooping yourself, peeing yourself, pooping yourself again, and peeing on yourself, and dying.
It's like, oh, light headache, stomach ache, internal bleeding, death. Side effects.
On the one hand, I guess it's good for consumers to know that there's options out there for what they may be experiencing. My understanding is that sometimes people will go to the doctor and be like, I need this medication. I need this medication. The people watching TV aren't the only people being targeted for these kind of advertisements. A lot of pharmaceutical companies send out like representatives to meet doctors. They incentivize them to prescribe certain medications. Like, I'm not an expert on this thing. I'm just on the internet like everyone else. Like I said, I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing for people to know what options are out there. I just think it could be done more ethically. And maybe I can sort of agree with this commenter where like the advertisement's sole purpose is to make money off of a product.
Of course.
So it can kind of seem disingenuous, like if companies are pushing doctors and people to get a certain medication so they can line their pockets with money, as opposed to working with a cure or a treatment for a particular disease. Tricky. I don't know if it should necessarily be illegal, but maybe just better regulated.
Yeah, 100%.
Ooh, okay. Tanning beds. It's basically a cancer administering device that also cooks the outside layer of your skin. Have you ever used a tanning bed?
No, I'm afraid of it. Final Destination, ever seen? Never gonna stand close to the tanning bed. Nope.
I don't particularly remember the tanning bed one, but like the logging truck with all the trees in the back,
yeah,
like where it goes to the windshield. So like I never drive behind those, but the tanning bed's an interesting one.
First, I don't like the idea to laying down. Like, I don't want to lay down on a grill. I'm not a chicken, and I understand if someone like to be a chicken. Mm-hmm. I like the color. Like, cool. If you don't want to lay down in the sun, cool. You want a color. There is so much different stuff about how you can put this color on you without actually burn your skin, cook yourself. No, this is a waffle maker. I don't know. It's just like close it. You're just like laying down there with the silly glasses. If you like to do that, please don't. It's not good for your health.
I'm assuming just like laying down consistently, like all the time in a tanning bed can be really bad for your skin. People don't realize like how bad just like being in the sun for a long time can be bad for your skin.
Protection, yeah.
Right, and I imagine you're not putting any type of like sunblock or like are spray tans any better?
A little bit. It's a chemical. So it's like just a reaction with I believe with the oxygen is make it darker, but it's like you can wash it off or it's like take it off by itself. It's not the damage of the skin. It's just top layer have like a little, it's like when you ever shredded the carrots and your hands became yellow. Like
Yeah.
that's kind of a thing. So it's
Gotcha.
like, you're not clean it off like if you're just scrubbing it, but a day and it's gonna go away. Tans, like spraying tans or like creams and stuff, there's like really different stuff for it. They take like maybe a week.
Well, if you do it in moderation. And if you really want to become a rotisserie chicken, like Marie said, like the sky's the limit. Kids using social media. That's easy. No, we don't have kids.
No.
I mean, you could go online and you see like kids making TikToks and stuff. Like that's honestly crazy. Like the amount of access to information to other people that you can get through this thing right here is insane. So like, I always find it weird when like children have their own cell phones or at least like have readily available, accessible devices like that. But just like the amount of stuff, like I said, that you could see on the internet, that you could experience on the internet. And like I said, because we don't have kids, I don't know, maybe there's tools out there. Like if you, the viewer, has a kid that has access to a cell phone, like how do you regulate what the kids watch or what the kids consume? Like, are there apps? Are there like settings on the phone that you specifically use? This thing you could literally see anything, do anything, talk to anyone. Like that's just kind of scary to think about. Yeah, kids shouldn't be using social media.
It's a big problem. Just in general, kids have their own social media. Like random people from around the world reach to your child and talk about anything they want. And you probably can't even know about it. And it could be anyone. It can be good people, it can be awful people. And it can be people who pretend to be kids.
Yeah, Halloween's over, but that's some spooky times.
Yeah, it's really a big thing, and I actually think it must be illegal right now. Again, it must be some age that you need to start. Like when you sign for it, you must have your phone number, your email, full-blown email. When you have an ID, like a 14. I think 14 is okay to be on internet, okay? It's okay to be on internet. It's still dangerous.
Kind of going off of that technology kick, let's read this last one. A lot of AI will eventually be made illegal or highly regulated, but probably not in our lifetimes. We will suffer the consequences of unregulated AI with deepfakes and fake video for a long time before there is a political movement to put it down. I'm not gonna lie, like I have to double check mostly everything I see now, cause like some of this stuff on like the Sora app, on first impression, sometimes I fall for it.
Yeah, AI is definitely out of control. And we see all those videos with the Jake Paul, kitties history when two kitties love each other and then not love each other, and a little kitty and they push him in a window, whatever is going on there. I'm a little bit disagree with this commenter because I think it's going to be as soon as this could be. Because bad people do bad stuff with the AI, you know what I mean? They produce some stuff and yeah, people going to stop it because AI is controlled by people. There is a corporation who hold that. This particular app, that particular app, and they can put some kind of ranges like you can ask this and not ask that. And in the end, AI gonna be particularly strict, make some stuff. We need to spend some time suffering with all these stupid videos. You definitely have some, so want to share some ridiculous videos or videos that you thought is actual real video, but is actual AI, and someone tell you, hey, this is AI. Let us know, show us. We wanna see different stuff and what AI capable of.
Well, those were some interesting topics that people covered. Should a lot of it become illegal in the future? Maybe, but I think definitely a lot of the stuff can be talked about on a deeper level. Well, if there's anything that you guys think should be illegal, hit us up on our subreddit, r/lunchbreak_GSP. And Marie, if they haven't already, what should they do?
Well, they can always like, comment, and subscribe on our channel. to not lose more episodes of Lunch Break. And see you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.